Note one thing, when you go to peripheral testing, the numbers increase. When it goes to peripheral testing, numbers increase. Why the contrast gone down? Yeah, with lights, I know. So if it goes to peripheral testing, the numbers increase. It goes to 60-4. It tells you it's going to test the 60-degree area, which is a little bit beyond the center. Yes, peripheral vision. Now, it has a macular test, just only for the macular area only. So it is less than 10 degree, 10 central, 10-2.
It's 10-2?
Yes, less than 10-2.
This is the macula.
Yeah, that's the macula. In the sense that it will test so many areas only around the macula. It will not go any area up beyond the macula. We have the perimacular region, the paramacular area, they extend above the macula. So it tests only on the macula. Now you have also C40 is a screening test. Sorry. This is central 40 degrees. So instead of saying central 30-2, it will test central 40 degrees. It will test it randomly, faster. It's just to screen, to give you an idea. Am I suspecting anything? So we don't use this for patients we suspect a disease. We don't use this for patients we want to pin down glaucoma, want to pin down diabetes. No. We use this for patients maybe for just normal driving test. Exactly. So we just want to see how the visual field looks like. So we have that. So if we pick anything, we go to a narrow test, central 30-2. Want to know where this location, where this defect is.
It's a screening test for the driving.
Yes, mostly for driving. People who come for driving license, and especially they are not above 40 years. Once you are above 40 years, we suspect some diseases. We cannot just do screening. But if you are young like us and you are just applying for driver's license, they do visual field test in most countries, except in Saudi Arabia. so when they do that, they are able to know what kind of vision you have peripherally, as in out of your center alone. So that's what they do.
Is it degrees like?
Yeah, degrees. This 40. Okay. 40 degrees.
76.
Yes, this 76 is 76 degrees.
Okay.
It's a bit.
It's a periphery.
It's a central and some periphery. Central and some periphery. You can't see anything because the light. If you off the light, you can see. Can you put the light off?
Can I describe
just
like this? Is central and periphery test for the eye?
Yeah, just put it off. Put it off. It's okay. It's doing something. Okay, you can open the door. Then put the light off. Open the door. Then put the light off. Yes, so
can I describe it like this central and periphery test for the?
No, you don't say central and periphery because this test. Now, can you see?
Yes.
It said C76 means central 76, but mind you, 76 degrees is not central alone.
Yeah.
76
it's not close.
Exactly, it's not close in only at the macula alone. Yeah. It's testing some part of the periphery. So that's why they write screening. Okay. Screening. Now you go to periphery 60, we will not test any part of central. This is P60 screening.
Like this?
Yes. It will not test any part of central. It will test only periphery alone.
Only periphery?
Exactly. So that's the difference between 60, 76, 40.
Okay, what's the difference between this test and this?
Yeah, this is peripheral 60 screening. Peripheral 60-4. 60 screening will be done in a very short time. Now, instead of testing an area like twice, it will test it only once. It doesn't want to recheck, maybe there's an error. Whereas the peripheral 60, we test those areas twice, sometimes 4 times. The maximum time it will test is 4 times, yes, to be sure there's nothing wrong in that place. So it will take more time.
The number after the dash means how
many? Number of times, the steps it takes. Yes.
If there isn't any dashes, any number of after the dash?
No, this machine uses the dash to tell you how many times it tests most times. The octopus has no dash at all.
Because on the right side.
The right side is screening test.
That's it's only one time.
Only screen, only once, yes.
Just one time.
Yes, only once. So it just, if there's no disease or you miss the target, it just goes on. Okay. So it's like screening. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. So the FF screening. I'm not too sure, but it's in the manual. I think it has to be with Fovea. Not too sure what the test is, but they are all screening tests. We'll look at we have a manual for this, so you can go through the test diaries, know what they mean. But usually for diagnostic diseases that we want to check, diabetes, glaucoma, we want to test for optic nerve optic nerve diseases, you go into the test specifically, not screening test.
Okay.
Because they will miss all that. Yes.
So the
Is there
screening
any
test for
Screening test.
A screening test for get the idea.
To get just to get an idea of the visual field. Yes.
is there any test another of this list?
Okay, if there's any other test here.
Yeah.
No. Now, what we see, if we do, okay, let's go to
I think show test.
show test library.
Doctor, if I have a patient the first time who come to my clinic, what I choose?
First time you come to your clinic?
Yes.
Okay, now it depends on what you suspect. You don't just go to visual field. You have something in mind. Maybe you have done ophthalmoscopy. You notice something. Maybe you have done IOP. You notice something. Yeah, if you want to diagnose glaucoma, 2 things out of 3 must be present. The optic disc might be cupped, and either the visual field is restricted. You say, Akid, there's glaucoma, sir? Or the optic disc is cupped, the visual field is normal, but the IOP is high. So 2 out of these 3 must be positive. Now, so if you check IOP and it's high, you do ophthalmoscopy, no cupping in the visual field. You want to do visual field, no cupping in the
To be sure.
in the yes, in the optical. You want to do visual field, sir? So you have something in mind. Now I want to do visual field to test for glaucoma.
If it's a positive,
2 out of 3 is positive is glaucoma.
Definitely.
Yes,
Okay.
at least 190% sure is glaucoma. Sometimes it might not be, but 90% was sure. Yes, so you say, okay, I'm going to do test for glaucoma. So you cannot go for screening test.
30-2.
Exactly, you have to go to 30-2 or 24-2, the same. So you want to test the areas that glaucoma affect. Glaucoma gives you a kind of scotoma that is different from other areas, and they affect that area of vision. So that's why you test. Now, you want to test somebody who has diabetes. You've asked him he's diabetic for more than 10 years. So you want to say, okay, I want to do visual field. You cannot go for center 24-2. You want to go for center 30-2. That is something that gives you central but a bit of wider vision. So that's what we do. So you are sure you're going to check something that affects vision. Because once the macula is affected, vision is affected, sir. Peripheral vision, if your peripheral fundus can be damaged, and yet you can still see centrally. Somebody can see straight, but around him he cannot see. In such cases, diabetic people, they don't have reduced vision unless the macula and fovea are affected. So those tests affect the central vision. So you can do central 30-2. And that gives you an idea of what the visual field is. So that's how you select the test. But if the person is normal, you just want to do a normal test. Center 30-2 is the standard test. It's normal. You just want to have a visual field record for this patient.
Like now, after
Like in him now, yes. You just test center 30-2.
the number before the dash means the degrees. No, before the dash.
Okay, fine. Yeah. That's the degree. The field you test, yes. The area is going to examine.
That mean
30 degrees.
After
Around the
كم
macula,
مرة
30 degrees around the central vision. That's what you're going to check. Okay, so now this is how the test library starts. If you start this machine initially, it's going to give you test in this format. So it's you that will select what you want to do. You're either going to say, I want to do screening test.
Which one you choose?
This is screening, this is threshold, this is kinetic.
Yes, which one you would press and then main menu.
No, I select.
I show test library.
I want to take threshold. Okay, that was show test library. Now I go to threshold test. Yeah, threshold test. Now I've gone into what we said CETA. I have CETA standard. CETA fast pack. We're there now. So it's a threshold test that we're doing. So I go to threshold test.
Okay, what we choose now?
Yeah. Is anybody confused here? No. Okay. Now what you choose here is also what we're saying. It determines on what you're suspecting. But general test I want to do, I go to center 30-2. I got 30-2. I see I have peripheral 60-4. I have center 24-2. I have center 10-2 and macular test. That's a step for people who already have glaucoma. You want to follow them up. So I go to center the 30-2.
نزل ستيب وشو حق
إذا كان عنده جلوكوما واستبدل السنة.
Because glaucoma has, there's glaucoma, it's affecting the visual field. You want to monitor. Know how far the scotoma is. Well, it gives you that scotoma called nasal step. That's how the scotoma in glaucoma looks like. Okay, so we'll go to select which eye. We want to know which eye we select. Right eye, left eye. You choose. So anyone, you choose, let's say right eye.
Yes.
He goes. Now, these are the things that you must put into this machine for it to function. Like we said, patient ID, so you can identify the patient next time, who the patient is. You can record the patient, check old test, compare to new one. Now, patient name, we need the names to also identify the patient. We also need the date of birth, very important, because it's going to calculate, compare this to the age normal. Exactly. The trial length of this patient, this is also an important parameter to check. If this patient's refractive error is above -3, most times, we probably will need to put that trial length here. This has a place for inserting trial. You see this space? Take trial, lose length, put -3, -4 here. You know why? Because that high refractive error affects visual field too. Because if he cannot see clearly to know when the light is flashing,
above
he will have something. At least above -3, we recommend.
Can I do this exam
with your glasses on? Yeah. With your glasses on? No. Your glass will restrict the view. These borders will make you misinterpret them. So you remove the glass, instead we'll put your prescription on that frame.
What if we use contact lens?
Better, much better. In fact, we're trying to do an examination with this, a research, to see if we use contact lens and we use the loose lens on this. Does it change? Yes.
But this
possibly it's going to enhance, because peripheral vision with contact lens is better.
This machine without glasses. Without
you say how if we put the glasses on this border,
yes, we'll restrict it.
Yeah, but it's also here's a bigger border here.
But this is different because it doesn't have all these edges that interfere with your vision.
How will you put
it's only the lens.
But here down there is also
down, but help here is open. That is just, and this comes close to your eye, so you can look straight from the center of this lens. So that makes it much better.
Why was it the lens?
To make his vision better, you have to correct the patient. Okay, somebody who has like -6 can only read when you bring something very close to him, sir.
Yes.
So if you don't put the lens, he can't even see the light flashing. You can't even see the central target. Yes. So you have to put the lens to make him, so you correct him first. Yes, because of those kind of refractive errors. So it's very important in that case, or else he won't see anything. Okay, so that's why we put the trial lens there. Now, if you have any comments, you can also leave comment. Maybe you suspect glaucoma. Sometimes you can put IOP reading of this patient. IOP 21mm mercury, 22mm mercury. The machine will take those into consideration as well. Everything here is used to calculate the anomaly. Yes.
The comments is already inside the...
No. It's you that puts the comments.
No. If I put the comments...
Yes.
The comments...
Yeah, it will recognize it. It will recognize it, yes. It also will print it in your result. It will print those comments in your result too. This was with what you suspect in this patient.
Does the IOP affect in my results?
No. IOP does not affect your result, but it will take IOP into consideration to know which areas to check more.
Is also the comment is compared with the normal?
No. It's not compared with the normal. What compares with normal is your sensitivity. The threshold limit is what compares to the normal. Yeah. But it knows, the machine has programmed to know that there is glaucoma, there is diabetes, there is macular degeneration. It knows.
Especially for patients.
Exactly. No, you just put the trial comment. Maybe that's what you want to put, so the result will be there. So you know, this patient, I suspected, I got IOP 21mm mercury, I got 14.
How I know it have glaucoma in this machine? What will be produced?
Okay, how the result will be?
Black.
Of course, you see the results we showed you last time. It will show. No, not all black show glaucoma. No, not when you see black is glaucoma. This test only doesn't check for glaucoma alone. But glaucoma is the major disease that visual field reveals to us. But there are other diseases as well. It will also show as black. Now, in glaucoma, there's a style. The black has a style of progression. In diabetes, the black has a style of progression. In optic nerve diseases, the graph has a black. So they differ. They all show black. They are all scotomas. Anywhere you see black clustered about 2-3 points, it's a scotoma, because the person will not see light at that point. So glaucoma will give you that. Diabetic retinopathy will give you that. Optic nerve neurology disease will give you that. You know, retrobulbar neuritis, optic nerve retinopathy.
The black color, the black color all indicates what you mentioned.
Of course, they are all defects in the vision. It's scotoma, not seeing. It's like your blind spot in this machine is shown as black. You just give